Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to see you here today. This is a special presentation to Professor Sylvain. It's also a historical event in Canadian history, especially the martial arts. Now, Professor Sylvain is a very, very private and proud and humble individual. You all know that. And I wouldn't do anything in the world to embarrass him. But he is here amongst his peers, with his students, his black belts, and this presentation to him is extremely important in the whole history of Can-Ryu Jiu-Jitsu and also in Professor Sylvain's lifelong ambitions of what he's doing with Can-Ryu Jiu-Jitsu and Can-Ryu 2000. There was a gentleman who called me a number of weeks ago by Sensei Craig Best and suggested that something should be done to award Professor Sylvain with these prestigious and dedicated lifelong ambitions that he's had. And today you are all in this particular ceremony. The other people who are involved in this are my son Sensei Steve Hiscoe from Chilliwack, British Columbia, Sensei Marc Duchesneau, Sensei Guy Desjardins, and also a very important person of Sensei Ron Forrester, who is involved in this. And without further ado, sir, I have, because I'm the senior belt here and senior rank, is that you are being awarded with your 10th degree black belt in Jiu-Jitsu and awarded the rank of O-Sensei for being the founder of your Can-Ryu Jiu-Jitsu. Sir, I am honored. Type of rank is not something that anyone can self-promote. It has to be coming from within the organization, which is within the Can-Ryu Jiu-Jitsu Union, along with Sensei Forrester, who is a highly prestigious black belt within the world of martial arts. He has totally endorsed this. I have letters here from Sensei Forrester, myself, letters from Sensei Steve, and letters from Sensei Duchesneau, letters from Sensei Desjardins, Sensei Craig Best, who have all signed the certificate. And I would like to take one moment just to read this article that, by the way, your picture is taken with the individual who wrote this book, in your book. Okay. The meaning of titles. The martial arts have spread rapidly since the 1940s, with millions of people from around the world enjoying numerous benefits from practicing some form of Japanese Judo. Among this number, it is perhaps inevitable that there have been certain personalities who seek additional gratification in the form of what they perceive to be greater recognition of themselves. Such persons undertake to set themselves apart arbitrarily, adopting such illustrious titles as Shihan, Kancho, etc., serving only to bolster the image of self-proclaimed recipients. Such practices dilute the meaning and purpose of these special terms and render a great disservice to all martial arts. To be officially given the title of Shihan, Kancho, O-Sensei, or other such designation is truly a great honor. These titles must be used sparingly, however, and must only be assigned to a qualified and responsible nominee by an organization or its head instructor. The nomination and confirmation process must never be initiated by the recipient themselves. The extraordinary significance of integrity of these titles are to be maintained at all costs. Such terms should only be reserved for a select few individuals whose impact on the martial arts have truly reached a global scale. And you, sir, fit that category to a T. My heartfelt congratulations.
This is unbelievable. Not so much because of the rank, but rather from the people that have signed this this document here is just, it blows me away. I'm looking here at Ron W. Forrester, who in my opinion is just way above in terms of instructorship and martial artists and everything else, and all of the other people that have signed here. It's just the only thing is I'll be very honest with you, okay? And Ed, being the person that I'm closest to in terms of sharing information that we might not share with other individuals, knows this, that number one, I don't like ceremonies. Number two, I don't like anything that is placed upon me in terms of honoring or anything else like that. I don't. But I can't deny that I'm not thrilled with what I'm holding here right now. The only thing that I would like to add to this before we start training, because that's what I'm all about. I'm a trainer. Okay? That's what I'm all about. I'm a trainer. Before we just go to the training part of the class, is I'd like to mention that papers mean absolutely nothing, nor do belts. What is important is the knowledge that you acquire over the years. As an example, I read a story about a man who was in a Russian gulag, that's a Russian prison, for about 34 or 35 years, I forget now, but an awful length of time. And he survived that. And he said, they were able to imprison my body, but they were never able to imprison my mind. And I guess what I'm saying is, your mind will always be your best ally in a self-defense situation. Thank you very much.
I want to say 2 words. 2 words, okay?
I'm going to say 2 words.
Okay.
Gotta be, I'm sorry.
If I could get the committee to come up here, please, and if we could record it. I'm sorry?
Craig wants to say
Yes, that's why I want you to go ahead and...
something. Okay. Now, if you look around...
I'm not looking at anybody else but you.
Professor Forrester signed this, he couldn't be here, okay? Now, the rest of these guys here, okay, have all sweat, have all been bruised, and have all had big smiles after your training, okay? This comes sincerely from our hearts and from our knowledge gained, okay? This is not a token. This is something that we've grown to see within you over the many years of suffering and smiling. Okay? So take this as something that's coming from within, from people that know you for many years and know that you merit this. Okay? And to me it was an injustice that it never happened. So that's one of my things. Okay? And that's what I wanted to tell you. And give me a hug.
Wait, did you have to record that hug?
It's okay, it was a man hug.
Oh, I can talk football now.
It's okay, George. Thank you.
For myself, I haven't been here for 15 years. I work with the RCMP. I'm in British Columbia. I'm a trainer as well. I teach at the local university, self-defense for law enforcement, and I teach on a national level other police officers to be defense tactics instructors in either firearms or other forms of officer safety training. The only reason that I'm at that level is because of the things that I've learned through yourself and what you teach and the principles and concepts that you have developed through your knowledge and training. And I look at you as a role model that way. And that's the only way that I've progressed, and hopefully will continue to progress in those avenues, is through what you're doing and what you've done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Santi Marino is the Assistant Executive Director of the Canadian Jiu-Jitsu recently appointed, and also a school owner on the province of Quebec and a 6th-degree black belt with the organization.
I think for me, it's an honor to see you here accepting this promotion. It's an honor for me to be on the same board and present you this presentation of your 10th-degree black belt.
Thank you very much.
I'll keep this short.
Sensei Desjardins is a 5th-degree black belt. He's a school owner in Sarsfield, Ontario, and also directors on the Canadian Jiu-Jitsu Union as well.
Thank you, Rick. Professor Sylvain, many high black belt rank always told me, you spend a day with Professor Sylvain, boy, he really puts you back on track in, you know, in real life and teaching. And you're not there to hold the highest black belt rank, which I learned here. You're a very humble person, and I truly enjoy teaching people from the street that absolutely know nothing about the arts, which I never, before I never could, understand until I met, and came here with my black belts. And since then, your 3-minute rule is fantastic, and on and on. Like I said somewhere before, you could probably fill the Corral Center with everybody that you taught, and even more. So thank you, Professor Sylvain. Hope to see many more years.
Professor, we invited Sensei Forrester to be here. He sent you a letter that says, "Dear George, I'm happy to be involved in this important meeting confirming your elevation to the rank of 10th degree black belt in the martial arts of Jiu-Jitsu. Your dedication and long life commitment to the science of self-defense has brought honor to yourself, to the martial arts, to your province, and to your country. With your brilliant background and long record of achievements, I know of no one who deserves this great distinction more than you. My heartiest congratulations, sincerely yours, Ron Forrester, Founder, President, Canadian Jiu-Jitsu Council Incorporated in Burlington, Ontario." So he is very honored to have been part of this particular promotion as well. He can't think of anybody more deserving. And again, myself, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.